Or we'll have a code word. Penis.
Okay. Welcome back to the Metal and Miniatures podcast, where we take a jack of all trades, master of none approach to podcasting topics.
I'm Josh.
And I'm John. And we are back again with drinks in hand, with our code word, ready to talk about yearbook signings.
Yep.
Yearbooks? Yearbook signings?
Yearbooks.
What do you want the title to be
Oh.
of this podcast?
Yearbooks. Signings of the school years that we had separately because we didn't go to school together.
Can you imagine if we went to school together?
Oh,
We would
no.
not have been friends.
No, probably not. Well, you know what? We would have been good friends. I think we would have been like friends, like, hey, but we
Like
would have been real friends.
acquaintances.
Right? Yeah.
We wouldn't have hung out.
So I was friends with like a lot of different people,
Okay.
just like random people. But then I had actual people I hung out with.
Well, see, I was like friends with almost everybody. You know, everyone, I knew because I was kind of outgoing, but I wasn't really good friends with a whole lot of people.
See, and a lot of people, I wouldn't. This sounds conceited. Like people knew me. I don't know why it sounds like they just knew of me. Like, oh,
Yeah.
hey, you. But we weren't friends by any means. Like I didn't go bowling with everyone.
Are you a good bowler?
No.
Okay. So, yearbook signings.
Yeah. Okay.
How about that?
That sounds good.
Yearbook signings. Welcome
Okay.
to yearbook signings, everybody. I was able to find every single one of my yearbooks, except for one, my senior yearbook, and I have them all strewn out in front of me, and I'm ready to read you guys some funny yearbook signings.
I found 3 yearbooks. Only 2 had writing in them. One from middle school, one from high school. The other ones are gone. I have no idea where they are.
Well, I have all of mine from middle school or junior high, and I have, like I said, my 3 years from high school, my 3 first years, and all of them have things in them.
I see them strewn about.
Do you like them?
Yeah, they look nice.
Do you like how this is some pretty good artwork?
Yeah, mine are too.
Or where is it? Where are they?
I didn't bring them. I forgot.
This is the advantage of us having the studio at my house.
Yeah, because your stuff is always here.
I rarely forget anything.
Well, I have to bring all the equipment and myself, and I just forgot. But luckily, I had typed them up because it was hard to read a lot of them anyway.
Yeah.
So I typed them up so I would actually have some material.
Okay. Let's start with what I have a question about.
Okay.
So
Shoot.
you had yearbook signing parties?
Yeah, this might have been the first year, the one that I'm talking about, the yearbook that I didn't have signed, that there was a yearbook party. Like, usually it was during school, right? Yours was during school?
I don't even remember having yearbook signing parties
But I mean, like,
or events or anything like that.
but when did you get it signed?
At school.
Oh, right, yeah, during school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they had this thing where, like, oh, well, we're not going to do all that. Okay, we're going to finish school. You come to the party, and you get your yearbook, and you sit there for 2 hours and have people sign it. So it must have been some sort of, like, protest in my mind. I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I went, got my yearbook, and left.
Because it wasn't during an actual school
No,
day?
it was just like after school hours, like yearbook parties. So you had to sit there and, stand around for 2 hours and have people sign your yearbook. And I had better things to do.
And you had lots of friends that wanted to sign it, so you would have been there for hours and hours on end.
Well, the problem is probably all the friends that would have signed it were probably not even there either in protest. And then I probably went home and did something more important, like sleep. I don't know.
Played on your guitar.
Yeah, that's probably true.
Probably right.
Yeah.
Okay, well, as far as I remember it, our yearbook signing, we got the book, maybe it was like a week or 2 or something like that before school ended. And so, the last couple of weeks of school is always a bunch of bullshit anyway.
Mm-hmm.
The teachers are ready to be done. The students are already done. And so you would just use, class time, or, you'd hand it to the person. They'd give it back to you the next period or whatever. I mean, that's basically how I got all of mine signed.
And that's how it should be. And that's how it was for a while, but I don't know. I don't know what happened.
Okay. So you have a yearbook both from middle school and from high school.
Yeah, one from middle school, one from high school.
I have plenty from middle school and from high school.
Yeah, I can see that.
So maybe we should just kind of start with when we were younger.
Okay.
Almost chronologically.
That sounds great.
Okay. I want to start, though,
Okay.
if you don't mind.
Be my guest.
Okay. So, first of all, my 6th grade yearbook has nothing in it. There's nothing other than signatures.
6th grade?
Yeah, that in Colorado, middle school is 6th, 7th, and 8th. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
So, in 6th grade, it's all just a bunch of signatures. Like, we obviously had no idea what we were supposed to write in people's yearbooks. So, I don't have anything other than a bunch of names, except for there's one actual yearbook entry.
Someone actually broke the mold.
Well, listen, it's the own damn school's fault, right? Because instead of just leaving blank pages...
There wasn't like an instruction booklet with them?
No, well, listen. Look, it says autographs. It says autographs in here. Do you see this? That's all.
Wow.
And so you have to think... I mean, we're scared to death being in middle school anyway, right? We're just following instructions.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, it's just autographs. I guess we don't
That's
need to write
funny.
anything.
That's weird.
So that's it.
That's really weird.
Except for one. And it says, John, I really like you. I wish I could see you this summer. Love. And I can't read the damn name.
Oh, no.
There is a phone number, though.
And you called it?
Nope, never called it. Yeah, so that's the only thing really from my 6th grade experience. But
That's funny.
What's funny is the actual book has, like, printed there on the pages where they leave blank for you to sign in.
Mm-hmm.
Sign in. To clock in.
Sign in here.
It just says big lettering. It says autographs. Like that's what we were supposed to.
Why would you do otherwise?
Right. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
It should have been thoughtful notes that you'll remember forever.
Right.
Okay. So mine. This was the first one I could find was 9th grade. I don't even remember writing in anybody's in 7th and 8th grade. I'm assuming I did. But
wait, 9th grade was your middle school?
Yeah, this is middle school.
Freshman
7th,
year.
8th, and 9th. The freshman year is not a thing.
Yeah, see, your
freshman year is nothing.
Your thing is messed
That's
up.
ridiculous.
Your school
That
system
is ridiculous. You should not be any sort of high anything until 10th grade. So that sounded weirder than it should have. Okay, so I'll just start with an entry here. It's a very nice guy. It says, I don't have any underwear on. I love you, James. This is the same guy. It is an awesome guy, by the way. It's the same guy that I think him and a friend had shoes that were completely duct tape.
Oh, that is
really
really
cool.
cool.
Very creative, but not as creative as his post. But
Okay, you got more?
oh, I felt all kinds.
Hit me with some middle school.
Okay, a lot of mine, by the way, are just these. Apparently, everybody thought they were funny with one-liners.
Listen, let's talk about that now. So, we've already kind of talked about this, right? You have all those funny one-liners because what kind of people signed your yearbook?
So a lot of mine, and this is why I had problems deciphering what they said, because a lot of mine were guys. I had some girls, and we'll talk about those. But a lot of guys, a lot of like skateboard kids and biking kids. Just
they don't have a whole lot of feelings
they
to
don't.
express.
Yeah, they're not gonna sit there and write a novel in your yearbook.
Yeah, see, my yearbooks
Yeah.
are chock full of girly handwriting from a bunch of different girls, right, that I had made nice friends / acquaintances with in each of my classes.
Yeah, and I can see from here, like I can actually read some of yours
Like,
clearly.
They're beautiful. They have lots of different colors.
Yeah, like yours, a lot of them don't overlap mine. Like someone decided to overlap the other one's writing.
Because they're assholes.
Yeah, because apparently I don't want to read that one.
A lot of mine were, maybe I was just trying to keep my options open in high school or middle school, A lot of friends that are girls, sign my yearbook, baby cakes.
I'm sure that's your thought process.
It wasn't, but still. Yeah.
And I'll just go in for example, to give everyone, this is the thought process of some of the friends that I had. The next one under that one was, Josh, I just farted. TJ.
That's funny.
I'm curious to see what your good friends wrote you in your yearbook.
Okay. Well, let's see. Let me read you a long one. This is in 7th grade. Okay, in 7th grade, everyone was writing the acronym HACKAS, HAKAS, because we were told that if it was in our yearbooks that there was vulgarity, like have a kick-ass summer, then they would confiscate our yearbooks. So in 7th grade, everyone was writing HACKAS.
Are you serious?
Yeah. There's some other people in here that said, like, don't eat yellow snow, and they made an acronym out of that, so DEYS.
Because I thought yellow snow was a bad thing to say.
I don't know. Again, we were just cool back then.
Oh, it's quite apparent.
Anyway, okay, so here we go. There's no way I'm going to have time to read all this. Okay, there's this huge one, right? It almost takes up like 2 pages in my yearbook.
I see that.
It's a good friend, a female, because no guy in his right mind would write this much in a yearbook.
No way.
So, and you tell me when you start to hear a trend in this, because you can stop me whenever.
Okay.
It says, John, this year was lots of fun. Pull up those grades and get on the honor roll. Oh, by the way, I didn't do very good at school. Hopefully, we will be in the same cluster next year, but if not, at least I get to see you at church. Maybe this summer we can do a lot like last summer. We will have lots of fun no matter what. We will always be friends. Maybe we will have as much fun as last year's summer. We went swimming almost every day. It was so much fun. Next year, I really hope we are in the same cluster. The year is just not the same when you don't have good friends to share it with. One reason I think this year went fast is because we had good friends. John, one thing I can't believe is that in 2 years, we could be driving. That's a little scary. We have been friends for almost 4 years, and I'm very thankful for that. So what are you doing this summer? Have any vacations planned? I was just thinking that I've had your yearbook for almost 2 days. That party for Brittany was so much fun. She really liked it and thanked me for
You know what?
It
You know what this is? You know what?
It just keeps going.
You know what this reminds me of? This is like free writing, like brainstorming, like
Yes.
like okay guys, write every thought you have as it comes to you. This was fun. I hope we're in the same cluster. 4 things. I hope we're in the same cluster.
This was fun.
This is fun. You know, and also if she had it for 2 days, she'd probably like, I got to make it good, right?
Well, that was only about halfway through the whole writing.
Oh,
we're not going to keep going.
Yeah, I
but
can
still.
see that.
But it was like, and she was a very good friend, and so it was just kind of funny. Even when she gave that to me, when she gave it back to me, I thought that is the longest yearbook signing I've ever seen in my life.
I would feel bad because I would just skim it. I wouldn't even read the whole thing. I would just skim it.
Yeah. Anyway, so that was 7th grade for me. What else you got? Give me some more.
So, here's one that a little bit longer, probably my longest one in my middle school yearbook that I have, and it's really poetic. So it says, Josh, have a good summer, and go to the skate park, and do a trick, and break your back, and sleep on your bed, and sleep.
Wow, that is almost poetic.
It took me a really long time to understand the words in that one, but I still don't understand the thought process.
You don't understand the words?
Yeah, I get.
Like, a sleep is
I understand
a hard word.
I understand each individual word, but break your back and sleep on your bed and sleep. If I'm already sleeping, I can't sleep again. And this is one of my friends my BMX friend. Okay, it started with me from skateboarding to rollerblading to BMX, and so this is the BMX friend.
Okay, I went through a similar progression of extreme
of
sports.
X game activities.
Yes.
Yeah, and then I settled on guitar because I could just do it from my chair.
Okay. All right. Any others? I'm looking for some right now.
Okay, so I'll do whatever you're looking. My next one was back in these days I was getting into metal and listening to a lot of metal, Metallica and whatnot. So this next one, I don't know if he was being sarcastic or if he was serious. But he thought it was wise to tell me, "Hey Josh, Eminem is the greatest rapper." Jesse R. Stevenson. That's his name that wrote it. That's all he said. So I don't know if it was like a stab at me, like
you suck at writing music?
No. Well, maybe, but that like metal is no good and Eminem is the greatest. It probably would have done more good if you would have said Eminem is the greatest musician. But he thought it'd be fine to tell me that he was a great rapper.
Okay. In my 8th grade, so this was my last year of middle school.
Okay.
Right? Was Up was the biggest deal. So everyone is writing "Was Up."
Yeah.
Everyone. Seriously, 75% of the yearbook signings in here start out with "Was Up."
Is that the commercial at that time?
I don't know.
Do you remember that, right?
Yeah.
The Budweiser commercial?
It was just,
That's interesting.
and people are like even using like the up arrow.
Really?
Yeah, and the WUZ, so it's like really trending at
I had
this
a
point.
few What's Up, but not to that extent, I don't think.
You would have been in 6th. You weren't even in middle school when I was in 8th grade.
Well, no, but it carried on. The What's Up thing, like even in general, carried
That's
on for
true.
a while. But
Okay, so here we go. Here's just a couple of them. John, what's up? You are so cute. I will miss you tons. Have a great summer. Ashley. Thanks, Ashley. You're cute, too. Here's another one. John, yo, what's up? What's down? It's been great getting to know you this year. You're a great friend. You're weird, but cool. Keep in touch.
You're weird. Thank you, I guess.
You're weird, but cool, so it's okay. Got another one. It says, this is all it says. Will you ever have the money? I doubt it.
What?
I'm wondering if I owed someone money in 8th grade I never paid up.
That was a dick thing to say.
Yeah.
I was thinking of trends, and I don't have mine right here in front of me to look at, but I noticed this when I was going through them, and it kind of was all of my years, and it's probably still in them, but everybody uses, like, cool. Like you're so cool. And, like, I read one of them, I didn't have it here, but it's, like, basically, you're so cool. I think you're the coolest ever. We should have a cool summer together. Like, they overuse that word, and I don't know if it's just they can't think of anything else to say.
It's like it's the only adjective that they're comfortable using.
Right, yeah, because they don't want to do anything else. I don't know. They don't want to describe anything else, I guess. But one, this one was a little bit more clever. And this one actually was from a girl, this next one. Cows go moo. Exclamation, exclamation. Just kidding. I don't know why if she was joking about that, but cows really do go moo. And that was from Carly. No number or anything, but
Do you have lots of phone numbers in your yearbook?
There's some. I never called any of them.
Me neither. I have actually, I'd say about 40% of my signings
Really?
have phone numbers in it, but I never called a damn one.
Nah.
I was too scared. I was too scared to actually make the friendship with those girls, like
Yeah.
meeting more than just like acquaintance.
Yeah. If I did get it signed by a girl, like probably half of them put their phone number.
Oh, so I'm not special.
I mean, you have a lot more girls writing yours, I guess.
I was just cute.
Yeah.
Didn't you hear what?
Oh,
Who was it?
You'll hear how cute I am pretty
She even
soon.
said "what's up" to me.
That's true. I didn't get any what's up.
So are you already into high school stuff?
No.
Finish up.
Okay.
So I'm ready to do some high school.
Okay, I'll just finish up these last, I think, two. So the next one, and this one will be good to explain, because I have his writing from my junior high and his writing from my high school. And all he put was, be a Mormon. And then Mike. And he always hounded me for not being Mormon, so he thought he'd just tell me to be a Mormon in my yearbook.
Okay.
But we'll come back to that one once we get to high school. But that was very kind.
That's all he said.
That's all he said.
And signed his name.
Yeah, and signed his name.
Okay.
And then this next one, and this is what I'm getting at with the cute thing, but it's a little bit different. It says, "You're a sexy bitch. Much love from Sexy Man." And I'm pretty sure this guy that did this, it doesn't have his name, it just has Sexy Man. I'm pretty sure he's actually a comedian in New York now.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah.
deal.
But that's all I had for that one.
For middle school.
For middle school.
Okay. So here we go. I was slowly, in high school, once I started high school, becoming more of a character, I guess.
More of a man?
Well, no. Obviously not. I'm barely one now.
That's true.
Anyway, and so, I was coming out of my box, a lot more. becoming a class clown, you know, getting people's attention by making jokes and being funny, or trying to be funny at least. Anyway, so again, I have lots of girls. I say, John, what can I say? You're the funniest kid I've ever met. You make me laugh a lot. Have a great summer and never change. Thanks, Brittany. Oh, she says, love you like a bro. Because she's got to, like, put in there that she's not, like, physically attracted to me, but that I'm hilarious. And so she wants to keep me around.
Like a bro?
Yeah. Maybe Brittany's a guy.
Love you like
I don't
a
remember
like
who it
a
is.
love you like a bro. Maybe that was the subtle message.
John, keyboarding was fun. You are a pretty funny guy. Have an awesome summer. See you next year, Mandy. Here's a good one. John, you suck. I'll beat you.
Wow.
Eric.
What a dick.
He's probably trying to be funny. It is funny.
It is funny.
Here's another one. Hey, John, what's up? I hope you had a good year, 'cause I did. Have fun in the sun. Get laid in the shade. Wait, you laughed for him. He said, ha ha. Have a good summer. And then he said this. This is funny. Don't get drunk or stoned.
Well,
because there were a couple of people in junior high and high school that were absolutely baffled that I wasn't, like, tripping on drugs or alcohol all the time. Because they're like, why are you so funny and weird? And just because that's who I am.
that's funny because, like, it never even got really brought up to me in high school. Like most people it does. But it never even was brought up to me.
Oh.
You need to focus.
About drugs?
Yeah.
They just assumed you were on them.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
Did you ever get offered?
Like, only one time early in elementary school, and I barely remember that. But other than that, it's never even come up.
I was offered, I think, 4 or 5 times, and I was offered weed. Someone offered they wanted to drop E's with me, ecstasy. People asked if I wanted to go drinking or whatever.
It's probably because they probably did assume that of me that I did. I mean, which I didn't all through high school or anything.
Yeah,
but they
me
probably
neither.
just assumed. So I don't know.
We were just that cool to have around. People were like, he's a good drug buddy.
Must be. Okay, this next one. So this is in 11th grade now, 2004.
Okay.
This was from an actual girl, real life girl, and she said,
This isn't one that you wrote in your yearbook?
No. These aren't the ones I wrote in. It said, Josh, I'm sorry I called you a turtle. You're really very cute. I'd do you. I'm so, and so is underlined like 4 times.
Oh.
Just kidding.
I'm so just kidding.
Yeah, and for any 17-year-old boy, that's really sad.
That's like...
I cannot emphasize this enough, so just kidding.
Because you're ugly.
Yeah, I don't even remember her calling me I don't know what the context was. She just, like, called me a turtle in Spanish class because we were talking about animals? I don't know. So, the next one is, circle back to junior high, and this is the same guy that wants me to be a Mormon. And he says, I don't know why he starts with this, but he says, homos are gay! Exclamation. Get baptized. Very offensive.
Yeah, that's very offensive.
And so
and then get baptized.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so he's really, really.
He really
keen on
wanted.
this.
He really wanted you.
Did. Yeah, and he would talk about it all the time. I remember this, like just telling me, I'm like, yeah, okay.
You'd make an all right Mormon.
Apparently, he thought so. And then no relation directly under that is, this is another girl. Is, hey Josh, do you like hot dogs? LOL. Spanish was fun. So I don't know what all these connections are.
I bet you she signed it after
that
him.
is my guess. And I'm like, oh, no. Like, I can't answer it because she's gone, and I look at my yearbook, and that's what she signed.
That's funny. Okay. Got a bunch of them. John, you sugar cakes. I love you, babe. You're so cool. You're one of the nicest person I know. Say hi, your sister. Love you.
That was nice of them.
Got this. This is kind of like yours. John, hey, hottie. Just kidding. This year was fun. Especially you in my class giving me back rubs every day. First of all, it's back rups.
Back rubs.
Back rups.
That must be something else besides
It was all the rage. It was everyone was doing it back then.
doing back rubs.
Back rups. John, hey there, you sexy bitch. Have a kick.
Hey, you're a sexy bitch too.
I know. Have a kick-ass summer. I had lots of fun in math this year. Stay cool and don't drink too much.
Well,
okay, done.
Thanks for looking out.
Yeah. At least pretending that I was funny.
That was nice of them.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Okay, so this next one is simply hardcore for the number 4 life, yo. Tyler, parentheses, the crackhead. So, I don't know if there was a lot of crackheads named Tyler at my school, but this one decided that he would mention that, or a lot of Tylers, I should say. So this is the Tyler that's the crackhead, I guess.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know where he's going with that. And then this other one, I just want to say, back when we were in junior high and high school, there was someone who would walk up and down the streets like in a black trench coat with like a Indiana Jones hat, like dark figure, like up and down, and you know, there's all kinds of stories of who this was, and we called him the West Jordan Bandit, is what we named him. It was pretty scary because like he was there all the time, and I mean all this guy is just hey Josh, the West Jordan Bandit is still on the loose, and that's scary because he was a scary dark figure, and I'm pretty sure one time when I was like walking to school because I had to walk really far uphill both ways
Sure.
to school
In the snow.
in the snow
Barefoot.
in the dark, and I crossed paths with him a few times.
Oh.
And the next one is kind of a dick move, but he says, I'm cool, you're kind of cool. And he is cool because he's the first person in all of my yearbooks, both of them, that has put the correct kind of your, the Y-O-U.
I was going to say something about
R-E.
that.
Yeah, he put the correct one.
Oh, that's funny.
You got some more?
Yeah, I got 2 more.
Okay.
Okay, so here it says, John, you are the biggest druggie I know. Pass on the grass next time, buddy. I don't hate you, by the way. In fact, I think you're funny. Zoology was fun.
I don't hate you, by the way, but I think you're actually funny. I don't know. That kind of sounds hateful.
I'm the biggest druggie he knows.
That's crazy.
He must not know any druggies.
I guess not.
Because I haven't done any drugs. Okay, this last one is actually from a really good friend. This is like one of my friends that I hung out with all the time.
Okay.
Right? And, you know, he was a funny kid. We're still buddies. He says, John, and I told him because I wanted him to write something kind of meaningful because this was his senior year and my junior year. He says, John, have a cool summer, Matt. Just kidding. Have a good summer. Actually, have a great summer. I'm just a pig. If you really think about it, you're going to have a good summer. But that's besides the point. Just remember my old NAM training taught me, red, blue, and then run. Too bad I won't be in high school next year. Maybe I'll come visit your high school and say sup. Thanks for always being... I can't read any more of it. It's hard to read. Thanks for being an awesome friend and being so understanding. You are such a great friend, and I know you'll be just fine when you move to Utah, which is where I am now, obviously. Anyway, thanks for all the fun times, Matt. Anyway, NAM training.
You
just kidding. I'm a pig.
You want to know what my good friend wrote me? This is a really good friend since early elementary. And he wrote this, I believe, because I was going to the movies with the girl later this evening, and he wanted to put, Josh, you got balls and grew some pubes this year. Bridge.
Oh my God.
And I think that was because I asked her out. I don't know. And I'll just...
It's not you grew a pair of balls, it's you grew
No,
pubes.
you got balls and grew some pubes.
You grew some pubes on your balls.
I guess I did.
All right.
And the next one, this one is from a girl, and this is probably one of the better ones from a girl, but I'll explain why that's an issue. She said, "Hey, sexy, remember art in 10th grade? Haha, you're sexy. Heart, Laura. We didn't have art together." I remember that right after she wrote it too. I walked away. I was like, we didn't have class together.
She's
like,
just,
yeah,
maybe you were the subject of her art drawing book.
that could be. But she was standing in front of me and looking at me, so she had to think I was still sexy, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And
we
then
can say yes. It makes you feel better.
And then one last point I wanted to bring up. It's kind of rude of someone to take up a lot of space in your yearbook. I mean, there's only so many places you can sign. This person, on the specific spot where there was a sign on the back cover, the hard cover on the inside, wrote like the whole cover, entire cover used. And I would think, okay, if it's really funny, then that's okay.
Okay.
But it was, Josh, you're the coolest ever. Auto was fun. Let's play in the sun.
Oh.
Yeah, the whole cover.
Just big letters, huh?
Yeah.
That's an asshole thing to do.
It was. I think I got a number on that one, but I didn't call it because that was an asshole thing to do.
You're like, screw you.
Yeah.
Okay, well, do you remember what you wrote in other people's yearbooks?
No idea. I thought about that one when I was...
Because that would be really funny.
It would be really funny, and I thought about that. I mean, I know some people now where I could look, but I thought about that. I'm like, I doubt it was very good. I think I remember, like, when I was signing them, putting something and be like, man, I used that like 10 times. Because I don't know. I can't think of anything funny, I guess.
I remember, because, again, I'm writing in a lot of female yearbooks.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah, we get
yeah,
it.
shut up. Keep going. And so I was trying to make it, very personalized to, to the class or whatever. And I wrote a lot. And so I think that's kind of why I got a lot written.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm a writer. I like...
Maybe that's why I didn't.
I'm all like feeling-y and stuff.
You are feeling-y.
Safe word.
Penis.
Okay, so I'm done. You have anything else?
No, I think that's about it.
What do you think about the whole signing yearbooks experience back in school?
When I was in school, like, I don't think I liked it very much. I think it was more of like a hassle to me. I mean, looking back on it and looking at all the stuff people wrote, it's pretty funny. But at the time, I was like, yeah, like, I don't even know what to write, and especially when there's a yearbook party. So I don't know. Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
I loved it.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was great.
Huh.
It was a lot of fun, and I like it even better now, going back and reading.
Well, yeah,
them.
now it's great because I'm like, oh, that was actually pretty funny. But at the time, I was like, I just want to go do something else.
I haven't even pulled out my yearbooks, to read or even look at them for the last like 8 years.
Yeah, well, I haven't either, obviously, because I didn't even know where to find them.
Okay, well that's yearbook signings, right?
Yeah, if anybody has any awesome yearbook quotes and whatnot, you should send them to us because we want to laugh at them.
You should just write them in the comments.
Yeah, just in the comments.
And make sure that you give at least some anonymity, right, to the people who wrote in the yearbook.
Yeah, sure.
So don't list the phone numbers or bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Don't be an asshole.
Tags people.
Yeah. Which, by the way, now I kind of want to go and Facebook stalk some of these people, see if I can find them.
Yeah, sure.
Just because it's kind of funny. Anyway, that's it for tonight.
Yep.
So we'll come back at you with a new podcast in a couple weeks.
Have a great night.
Bye.